Hello everyone, in this video we'll be talking about the automatic exposure control or AEC system. So the AEC system is an electronic system built into the X-ray unit that automatically stops the exposure once a predetermined amount of radiation has reached the image receptor. So the AEC system, it will control the exposure that is given to the patient by automatically stops that exposure once a predetermined amount of radiation reaches the AEC system or the chambers of the AEC system. So it doesn't control the KVB. This is in the DR system or the digital radiography system or X-ray system. It controls exposure time or the mass, which is in DR system or digital radiography system. This prevents the exposure from continuing longer than necessary. So the main goal of having the AEC system is to control the exposure to the patient by stopping that exposure once we have the enough amount of radiation reached to the detector. AEC measures the radiation reaching the detector using ionization chambers or solid-state sensors placed between the patient and the detector. When the detector receives the correct amount of radiation, the exposure will be terminated, the image density or detector signal remains consistent, and this helps reduce uniform image quality even when patient size or thickness varies. So no matter the thickness or the patient size, the AEC system will determine the sufficient amount of radiation or exposure that reaches the detector and will stop the exposure once we have this sufficient exposure to the detector. So without AEC, incorrect manual settings can cause overexposure, which is unnecessary patient dose, or underexposure, which will produce noisy or non-diagnostic images. So when we don't use the AEC system, the manual settings that's selected by the radiographer can be incorrect, causing one of these two. So here we have three images. In the middle, we have the normal or optimal quality, but if you have underexposure, it's not diagnosable and it needs to be repeated, or we have overexposure to the patient in this case. AEC automatically adjusts exposure time to compensate for patient differences, reducing human error and improving exam reliability. So the AEC system will adjust the exposure to the patient, making sure we have enough radiation reaching to the detector and we have optimal quality that can be reduced without manually selecting the parameters by the radiographer, which can be incorrect in causing one of these two scenarios. So how AEC works, how the automatic exposure controls work. First, we have the X-ray beam passes through the patient, and then the detectors measure transmitted radiation. In these detectors called chambers or AEC system, and when preset exposure is reached, system automatically stops the X-ray, or the AEC will automatically stop the X-ray. The result will be consistent image density regardless of patient size. Even if we change the size, we have to determine a sufficient exposure to the detector, and when we receive that exposure, we will stop the system. So what's backup timers? It's safety feature to prevent excessive exposure. It limits maximum exposure time, and it protects patient if detector fails or is misaligned. So these the chambers of the AE system. When DC3 is not getting enough or sufficient exposure, it will keep the system on for a time. But if we still not getting enough exposure to the detector, will automatically stops that exposure, so we're not giving the patient a very high dose. So it's a safety feature and it's called backup timer. So what are the possible causes of having the AE system to give high dose to the patient to the point where we need the backup timer to stop that exposure? We have it when the detector failed to calculate or measure the exposure, so the AE system still thinks that the detector is not getting enough exposure, or in the case of misaligned with the chambers. So the detector placement is very important. Correct placement over region of interest is critical. As I mentioned, common placements will be on chest, abdomen, and extremities. We're usually not interested in the extremities in case of the AEC because they are very small. Misplacement affects image quality in those. So we need to consider these chambers when we do the exposure to the patient. So what's the advantages of AE system? It provides consistent image density across patients because we have a predetermined amount of exposure that is need to be reached to the detector to stop that exposure. So we'll be having a uniformed image density across patients and also across multiple different structures. It reduces repeats due to incorrect manual techniques. So we will not have incorrect manual technique because the AEC will control the technique based on the thickness in the area that is being imaged. It optimizes patient dose automatically. So we can control the AEC mode in a way that it will optimize the patient dose by selecting a lower predetermined exposure. It saves time for technologists because if the technologist needs to put the parameters for each patient, this will take time and it will build up during the workflow or during the day. What about the limitations of the AEC? The patient misalignment will cause overexposure or underexposure. So the alignment of the patient is very important in the case of the AEC mode. So we need to take an extra care when we use the AEC mode. Not suitable for very small or pediatric patients, and overreliance may reduce understanding of manual techniques. So if we rely more on the AEC system, with the time the technologist will start to forget how the parameters will affect the image quality. And that's it for our today's lecture, and I'll see you in the next one.